Hello everyone and welcome to a special, very strange video that I'm going to be doing today. I am going to be doing a reaction video, but not to... it looks like I'm going to be doing a reaction video to the openings of One Piece, but I'm actually doing a reaction video to my reaction to some openings of One Piece. So if you don't know, back several years ago, I did a before I even watched One Piece, I did a reaction video to, I did two different reaction videos, one to the first 12 openings of One Piece and another to the back 12. I think there were only 24 at the time. And so I did a reaction video to half of them in the first video and half of them in the second. At this point in time now, like 2 years later, I have watched One Piece up to past the, past opening 12. So I thought, and I said that I might do this in the past, and now I am actually going to sit down and do it. I'm going to go back and watch that first video of mine and see what my reaction was like, what I thought about it at the time. I haven't seen this video since I made it. So I haven't seen this video in years. Let me see the exact when this came out. This came out 11th of July 2022. It is now the 11th of August 2024 when I'm recording this video. So it has been over 2 years. And so I haven't seen this video since then. So I might make predictions in this video. Maybe some of them will be right, maybe some of them will be wrong. I think at some point I call Nami Mami, and then I think I stick with that for the whole video. I like vaguely in my head remember that I did that. But I don't know. So what we're going to do is I'm going to watch the video. I don't think I'm going to have to edit this video much because it's my video. So it's not like I'm not going to copyright claim myself. So it should be fine just to watch this video, you know, just straight up. But there might be times maybe when I'm if in this video, like, because you guys know I like to yap and I talk a lot. If there's like a long discussion and I don't think it's super interesting, I might skip ahead. And by super interesting, I mean you guys should watch it, but for me doing a reaction video to it, it's probably not going to be as interesting, me reacting to my long discussion. So let's just jump into the video and find out. So here we go. This is Jent Watches One Piece openings 1 to 12 first reaction. Here we go. Okay, I've got the video up. Let's just start. Hello everyone, welcome to Gent Watches, and today I'm doing a very different video. I do a lot of reactions to TV shows and anime, a lot of anime. And on this channel, I haven't done this sort of video before, but I'm going to just try it out today because I will be upfront with the fact that I don't normally look at openings and stuff before I watch a show. I generally actually try to avoid it. I'm pretty good at
I now do a decent amount of reaction videos to openings before I do the show. So this is different now.
Today, I'm going to be doing the One Piece openings, and the reason that I'm sort of okay with doing it for One Piece, at least to start with, is because One Piece.
Am I about to say I'm not going to watch it?
I do plan to watch someday, but there's so much One Piece. Obviously, I'm telling you guys already know there's over 1,000 episodes of One Piece.
There's no way I'm watching it.
It will be a large undertaking whenever I take it on. I can't imagine that I'm gonna remember most of this stuff that's happening here anyway whenever I do manage to take it on.
That's kind of true. I did forget 90% of the stuff that I saw in these OPs. So that makes sense.
I don't know that for sure. It could be tomorrow, but what I'm planning in my head is...
I said, like, oh, I could watch it a while from now or it could be tomorrow. I think it ended up being 2 weeks from when I posted this video I started One Piece.
It probably won't be for years. So, I might as well take in a little
I really
bit of
took back those words,
experience.
but it was because of the comments.
So, this video...
It's because of the comments on this video that I ended up watching One Piece. So, it's you guys. You guys are the reason I did it.
So yeah, it's gonna be quite a bit. Please make sure to, if you enjoy this, like the video, let me know in the comments.
Alright, I'm obviously now doing the,
things that I didn't like.
Okay, let me just go here for a second.
5 years ago or something, and I started to get, like, really into a lot of anime. I started to realize that maybe I was a bit quick on my judgment of One Piece because I was a kid and...
I'm talking about the fact that I didn't like One Piece when I was a kid, which is I've talked about a lot on this channel.
Here's what I didn't like. I don't like what I didn't
Stretchy
like when I was a
powers.
kid, like elastic type powers. A character that can like stretch his arms and stuff. I didn't like that. Now I like Ms. Marvel, like the the comic book version where she stretches her body and stuff. So I do actually like that kind of now. The only frame
I specified the comic book version. The Ms. Marvel TV show was out 2 years ago.
But I know Luffy in this show has some form of stretchy powers, from what I assume. I know some of the character designs just from pure exposure. And I know like a couple character names. I know there's Zoro.
Yep.
I know Nami.
Oh,
is that
I did
the
say
name of the
Nami.
orange-haired girl?
When do I say mommy? There was a
That's
point where I
on the top
called
of my
her
head,
mommy.
That's all I can think of. So yeah, what I know is basically what I got from media exposure, but
Okay, I think we're ready to get on to
Here
the
we go.
actual reactions. The original OP.
oh, this talking.
Yeah, there's
I don't wanna learn
narration.
the story. And the classic, the transition into the. Wow, this is so like 90s. I like the horns.
One Piece.
Oh yeah, the horns are awesome. Damn. Wow, this gives me mild nostalgia without even knowing this.
I mean,
my
it still gives
God,
me
giant
nostalgia.
Zebra. The way the boat moves like an old Disney cartoon. That's fun.
It's funny, I remember having these
Pretty cool.
thoughts.
Wow, it's weird them having sound effects in the OP. That's like the finales of JoJo.
I forgot how
Without
weird that
sound effects.
was. I just got used to it.
I do know this song.
Banner,
I guess I've just heard it when people refer to One Piece. Yeah, that chorus is pretty iconic. Okay, all right.
Did I not make fun of the logo?
I think it's funny that that ending shot where it's just like a black.
I am making
screen
fun of the
just with
logo.
This logo, this kind of weird looking like not entire. I mean, you can see it here like that
I still hate that logo.
It looks terrible on that screen.
So I'm glad I didn't like it back then as well.
So classic. It's like something you can put together in MS Paint on this. Okay, all right there. That felt like an iconic opening. That felt like a fresh first opening. I am interested now to see the progression of animation. I wasn't even thinking about this, but this show's been on for like 20 years. So like
So I think the biggest jump up is the OP where they switch to HD. I can't remember if that's like 5 or 6 or something.
20 to OP1.
I don't know.
Right? So anyway, the next one is called Believe, which sounds like a Haikyuu opening, but let's get into Believe.
Just before I watch my reaction to this, my current opinion on Believe is I think it was one of my least favorite OPs. Although I do like the song, I didn't like the visuals very much. And I didn't love the song, I just liked it. So let's see what I thought of it back then.
Pan across the water. Yep. That's alright, I don't need subtitles. It's fine. Look at all these characters, oh my god.
And I recognize all of them now.
Okay. Feels like a trailer more than an OP. Wow, and like a old sort of
DDR
to
song
describe it.
is what you're thinking of. That's what you're thinking.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Did that ship just climb up the waterfall? Is this Zoro? I know
Yep.
the name Zoro.
I didn't know
Are
Sanji
they
back
using
then.
animation from the last OP? Is that what the background bit is? Did it just say Groove Surfers was the people who did the song? Sounds like a group called Groove Surfers. The split screen is an odd choice.
I agree. I think it's weird. I agree with myself.
Okay. That was a
I
weird
still
one.
think
that
that.
one felt very like
That was a weird
that
one.
one felt like 90s, but not iconic 90s. Does that make sense? Like the ones that didn't
It
stick around.
it is funny that like immediately I go, that was a weird one. It doesn't mean I disliked it because I think I have the same feelings now as it looks like I had back then, which is it's just a strange opening that I don't think is, you know, necessarily super interesting. And I do think the visuals are pretty unimpressive of that.
Because, you know, the 90s, I'm saying
Now,
90s, I can't remember.
I want to see if I get to the point where I'm predicting things about the show, maybe, or like, I know some of them I did kind of like. I tried to kind of figure out what they meant.
In the Pokemon English.
Okay, I'm just gonna be talking
Now,
about some other bullshit.
Was better because you're literally hearing all the stuff that survived, all the.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about music. That's fine. We'll move on to the next one because I'll just be talking about the song in that.
I like the run cycles. I like a good run cycle. Pretty intense narrator. Wow, the animation's already better, it looks like.
It is.
Ooh.
So I already noticed the animation, which is good.
Oh, I like this one. Oh, look at the motion on this one.
This was a very good OP.
Alright, so far this is my favorite one. Wow, I mean, they're doing a full, like, panning shot here. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, this was the one that I wasn't allowed to
I
watch
like
for a
this
long time
music.
because it gave away the Robin spoiler.
Oh, yeah. This is catchy.
It is. This is a very good OP.
And it matches the feeling I imagine One Piece would have, you know? That was great. And a better end card as well. Yep, yeah, I love that. That one was great. Hikari, yeah, awesome.
So far, my opinions from back then are lining up. This is good to see that like I haven't really changed my sort of initial feelings on these songs after seeing each of them like over 50 times or whatever. It's generally keeping the same.
Super upbeat and fun. And I liked the guy's voice in it as well. It felt like I don't know, like a modern beach song.
Yeah.
And the visuals were great as well. The visuals not only looked better just in terms of like colors, and they didn't have the ugly version of the logo, but also the like the movement, the way it was like panic, because they did.
Okay, so I feel like surely the OP when it first goes to HD, surely that one's gonna blow me away because I
panning between the
loved the
characters in
visuals
the
of
first
that
two
one.
OPs as well. But in that one, it felt like really natural and cool, and it didn't feel jarring at all. Like that's the sort of OP that would make me want to watch the show. I really enjoyed that one. Wow, great. OP3 is great.
It
Wow,
was.
okay. I've already got some favorites of mine. I'm not gonna remember.
Okay, let's move to OP4.
Whoa, weird sound to start with, but all right.
Ass.
Oh, okay.
That was my first reaction to seeing Nami's ass.
Fan service. Is this a beach arc? Like an entire like 50 episodes dedicated to the beach?
God,
they're pirates.
I
They're
wish.
always near the beach, aren't they? Ooh.
And then no, they're not always near the beach. That was wrong.
Like a
But I get
cool
what I
dance,
was saying.
Not country, island dance vibe. Okay, another cool walk cycle. All the characters walk super unnaturally with their arms out like that. That's another thing I didn't like about One Piece when I watched it.
It's weird. Now I find it kind of
I
natural.
didn't like
I mean,
how
not
they moved.
natural, but
I'm sure I'd get over that watching it now, though.
I did get over it.
Nice. This is a sort of song I'd want to hear live. Well, I'm not worried about these OPs right now giving away spoilers because I can't tell what's going on. It's just showing me characters.
It's funny because I was watching that and I was thinking, wow, it's showing like all their backstories there, like, and I was wondering what my reaction to it would be, but I didn't know what was going on. I didn't realize it was their backstory. It's obviously
Nice. Oh, back to the awful logo. That one was pretty good. I liked the
that song grows on you. Bon Voyage I had this opinion of it at first, which is like, yeah, it's okay, but I think over time that song started to make me feel emotional for some reason, and I really liked it.
I like the sound of that one. It feels like that one knows what One Piece is. It feels like that would be a good OP for a.
I mean, you don't know what One Piece is.
I want to say chill arc, but the thing is, I don't know how long arcs last in One Piece. Do they last like a whole 50 episodes?
What was happening while Bon Voyage was on?
OPs correspond with the arcs, like purely with the arcs, where it's like, oh, so as soon as this arc is over, we'll switch to a new OP to
not really,
to show
right?
that we're on a new arc. So if so, there would be 20.
Okay.
Actually, kind of. I noticed there was one with like a child who looked like maybe poor. Like I just saw that they were like, they were barefoot with ragged clothing.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Nika. I'm looking at the Nika Robin thing. All right, so
lying in a bed or something. It was only a very quick glimpse, but it just made me think that maybe that arc is maybe more serious, even though they put a more happy OP on it. But
okay, so I didn't realize that child at the time. It seems like I didn't realize that child was Nico Robin. I just thought it was a random child that you come across in your adventures, I guess. But I mean, I'm right in terms of like that's a downer part of the show. I mean, yeah, when all of Nico Robin's people were killed by Buster Call, yeah, that is a downer part.
I don't know. I'm taking complete guesses, knowing nothing about the show. So yeah, decent little song. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Let's get on to the next one, which is OP5.
Okay, let's do OP5. Here is it. Here it is.
Or
the HC one. Do I notice the jump up in quality?
Pretty distinct. Whoa, that's cool. I like that. Oh, that's actually pretty impressive. I mean, that's 3D, I assume. But pretty impressive.
I noticed the 3D part of it.
The floating and the moving of it. Wow, it looks like they just learned how 3D animation is. They're using it a lot now. Look at this. And this looks nicer as well.
Yeah, okay. I did notice the jump up.
How many years into the show is this? Because this is actually quite nice looking. Okay, camping out. And you can see all their personality just by the way they sleep. That's cool. Oh, okay, we're getting some fights in the OP now. Like some real... I mean, we were seeing fights before, but...
Actual clips from the show.
Like, oh, these are the fights that are going to be in this arc kind of thing, Okay, yeah, we're seeing a lot of unique looking characters here. There was a building exploding there. Cool, and they didn't put the horrible logo. Nice.
I feel like I kind of almost noticed more, like me back then almost noticed more than when I watched it for the first time again when I was watching the show. Because I was pointing out like the building exploding and stuff. I remember not noticing the building exploding until it happened in the show. Like when I actually got up to that OP again, I didn't even notice that happening. But then once the Frankie house exploded in the show, and then I watched the OP again, I went, wait, they just show the Frankie house exploding in the OP. Like that's kind of gives
enjoyable.
It away,
That was an enjoyable one. That was what was that? The Heart of the Wind or whatever. Yeah, I liked that one, and I mean, now we're seeing it. The OPs become more the shonen OPs that I know. Of showing the main battles of this arc. There was
Ice
Guy or whatever who was freezing the thing.
Ice Guy.
Some other characters I couldn't quite tell what they were doing a lot of the time. And it was very, very fast paced, and it's hard to take in all of these visuals at once. But I will say, visuals looks better generally for this OP overall.
So yeah, I noticed immediately that it was HG.
3D ship seems like a good idea. I don't know if they stick with the 3D ship as the show goes on, or even if it's just for the OP.
I'm trying to remember how they don't really use the 3D ship as much in the show. I mean, they do sometimes, I think, on like wide shots and stuff. But I think generally they just draw the ship, right?
But the 3D ship seems nice because I imagine it's kind of annoying to constantly animate this ship.
I think they mostly do it if the ship is doing something like pretty massive and
Like that's when they use the 3D. I don't know.
Having
I can't remember.
3D seems like that would be a very easy way to like have it naturally sort of.
Okay, I'm just gonna be talking about the 3D ship. Let's do the next one.
What?
Hashiri dase.
Ooh. I didn't expect them in that costume, but I also didn't expect this kind of song. Okay.
Oh, I love Hashiri dase.
I like it. Wait, was that Nami? Is that her name?
Good.
She looks quite different.
Wait, what? When?
Ship?
Do you just mean that she had bigger boobs? Did she look that different now?
Wait, was that Nami? Is that her name? Because she looked quite different.
I feel like she looked.
Gone through
She was just kind of weirdly drawn, I guess.
Some villains. Oh, that's a cool design. That shirtless guy.
Oh,
that guy
you like? I liked Ace's design back then. I thought I didn't care about Ace's design.
There's some cool designs in here. I don't generally love One Piece designs, but some of them really stand out. I mean, all of them really stand out. Oh man, this looks like a cool arc. Whatever it is.
This doesn't happen.
Being chased by a group of evil pirates. Evil pirates. I don't know.
Evil
who's good
pirates.
or
bad. I thought the Marines were evil pirates chasing them, and also this whole and none of this stuff happens in the show. It's just fun visuals.
Evil pirates.
That's
evil
funny.
Pirates. I don't know who's good or bad. Oh
Second
my
gear.
God. Whoa. Okay, seeing some special moves now. Whoa. Annie's lobby.
I think I pronounced Annie's lobby. I'm pretty sure it is pronounced Annie's. It's 2 years later and I'm bad at pronouncing it still. I think it is supposed to be pronounced Annie's lobby, right? But then I went to pronouncing it Enos lobby constantly, and then I think people corrected me to Annie's lobby. But is it the first time I saw it written down I pronounced it correctly? That's wild.
Oh. And better end card. Enjoyable.
I like how I always comment on the end
that.
card. That's a good running joke.
Yeah, nice upbeat tempo to the song. Now it feels like we're getting into modern anime now. I mean, what opening was that? That was opening 6. I wonder, opening 6.
I considered One Piece to feel like my idea of modern anime when they switched to HD.
So let's assume that they would have one every 50 episodes. So that would be 300 episodes.
All right, yeah, you do math in your own time.
Years, so 6 years into the show to modern time.
Yeah, keep talking about modern stuff.
I feel like this would actually look very good for that time.
Now, even though I'm skipping through these bits of these videos, you guys aren't allowed to. You have to listen to all my yapping. I'm allowed to skip it because 1, it's me, and 2, I'm doing a reaction video to my reaction video. I'm trying to cut it down as much as I can for you guys, so you don't have to watch this whole video again. I just want to see the main bits.
Visual style.
Okay, I'm talking about other stuff. So let's just do the next one.
Let's try We Are again.
Oh, this is the one where the crew sings it, right?
Have they remade it? I'm curious about this. Did they remake the first OP?
Now, did I realize that the crew was singing it?
It looks better.
Like the cast?
I guess they must have remade it, huh? So what was this for? Did they do this for an entire arc?
Am I gonna notice it?
Or is this just like a one-off? Or did they just make this and post it on YouTube or something? Seems weird to have an OP with the bars on the side. Like clearly they put the bars on the side because it was
letterbox.
Was before it was widescreen.
Yeah.
But seems weird if you had an OP that had that for a long time. Damn, it looks much better. Wow. It actually sort of shows how nice the animation was in the original one, them doing this. Because you kind of couldn't see it in the original one, it was so blurry. Why does that guy also have a straw hat? What does a straw hat mean?
Good pickup! Good job! I picked up the fact that Shanks also had a straw hat, except I then naturally just assumed there were 2 straw hats, rather than realizing that it was the same straw hat.
Does have Luffy's thing? That's his thing. And they still have the awful
And it's funny me saying that, like, you can't steal Luffy's thing when obviously, like, I know I'm joking. I know when I'm joking. It's me. But it is funny saying that when it's, like, clearly it's actually Luffy stealing Shanks' thing, who was then stealing Gold Roger's thing. I mean, not much to say about that one. That one, I'm looking down at my arm because one of my dogs just scratched. I think you can see there's scratches on the arm.
Oh no!
That
was probably Evie.
Scratched me really hard. Yeah, I not much to say about that one, but
That was definitely my dog Evie. There's no way Toby would have scratched me, but Evie, she is a little bitch.
Wow, looked very nice for. I mean, like seeing.
Okay, did I comment on the?
I imagine that what they did was they remade it so that it looked like.
Did I comment on the
heavily
sound and music?
Remember it looking like.
Nope.
Why they use that OP after we are.
Did I notice that it was a different version of the song? You know what? I bet I probably noticed. Knowing me, because there are sometimes when I'll notice something, but to me it's so obvious that I don't care about it, so I don't talk about it. And then people will be like, "You missed it," right? And I can understand why people would, because right now I'm going, "You missed it," you know. But to give myself credit, I probably noticed, but I didn't know that it was the crew singing it. So I just thought it was a sort of, oh, this is a different group singing it, or this is a bunch of kids singing it. Because, you know, it does have a very upbeat sort of kid choir type feel to it at times. So that might be what I thought it was. And, yeah.
Is opening 8, Crazy Rainbow. Okay.
Okay.
Whoa, this is a different vibe.
Bam.
Ooh.
Bam, bam, bam.
Oh, very nice intro. Whoa, and the animation on the logo.
Yeah, the animation's amazing.
Great job.
I still love that.
Oh, 3D animation here. Oh my gosh, did they get more budget suddenly?
It does feel like it. This is a very good
I'm
OP.
Very impressed with a lot of that stuff. Ooh.
Twinkle, rainbow.
I love the song too.
Yep, still love
I
it.
love the fan service.
Looks right at
man,
Nami.
Really catchy chorus. I feel like I know this band. Do I? I'll tell you what it reminds me of soon. Oh, I like that guitar as well. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, did he just use his whole body as like a parachute to catch the... That's pretty cool.
It's called Gum Gum Balloon.
Just with his punches? Whoa, this is
yeah.
a long OP.
I guess it is crazy. I didn't realize... I didn't think back then that Luffy was strong. I thought he would be versatile but not strong.
Is this longer than normal?
Yes, it is. This is when OP started to be really long.
Oh my gosh. I mean, this is a great OP. I can just imagine it being very annoying.
No way I didn't comment on the fact that Sanji is running with Nico Robin and he's got love heart eyes. Like, I was a simp back then. Why wasn't I going, that's so me, you know?
Very cool. Ah, the awful logo. I don't mean to shit talk that end logo too much. I just think it, like, for...
No, I'm taking that back. I'm going to shit talk that end logo as much as I want.
Going to a...
I wouldn't shit talk it if it wasn't a show that I liked. Like, back then, I was right not to shit talk it because it's not my show at that point. Like, I have no right to talk about it. But now, I have watched enough of One Piece that I think I'm allowed to shit talk the logo now.
Black screen at the end of every...
Alright, but I'm going to talk about it for a while.
Great, but 2.5 minutes? You've finished the OP and the show's over by that point. What are you doing? Like, you didn't need 2 choruses and a bridge and 2 verses. And, like, you don't need all of that.
Have I changed my opinion on this? Because I'm talking about the fact that 2.5 minutes is too long for an OP, right? And then... But here's the thing. I think I've kind of gone back on that because their OPs are so good and it's so much fun that, like, if some of those OPs, if they were a minute shorter, it would be actually very sad. So, you know what? I think I've gone back on this idea.
It was it was fun. I liked it. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of JoJo Part 4, I believe. JoJo Part 4's OP.
I can't remember.
That's who it sounded like to me. I don't know if it's the same band.
Oh, the crazy da ba 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 ba, that one. I think I only said that because it has crazy in it.
Anything, but it sounded like at least that vibe to me, and the yeah, I think in fact that song had crazy in the title as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe that's part of the reason why I'm thinking of it.
Okay.
But I mean, cool, nice, very cool. I guess like if you're gonna make an OP for every 50 episodes or whatever.
I like that Deku shirt that I'm wearing, and I don't remember where it is. I don't know where it is. I'll have to look for that later because I need to wear that. I just, as like graphic t-shirts go, I like that one.
Whatever, you wanted to make it 2.5 minutes just to be like, look, we're not being lazy by making few OPs. Look, we'll make this OP super long for you.
Okay. All right, let's go on to the next one.
Let's go into OP 9, which is called Jungle P.
Jungle P. All right. So this is gonna be my reaction to the OP that now was my most watched OP out of all of them. Not by choice necessarily, but because Crunchyroll decided to keep Jungle P on for a long fucking time.
Okay.
So I'm so well accustomed to this song now.
This is alright so far. I like how the logo is
Get used to it,
more dynamic
fuckhead.
now. Ooh. Oh, I like this bit of the song. Gets a little sinister. I recognize that character, and that's a pretty iconic design as well.
I knew
like
Brooke.
Oh. Oh, these are nice. These are nice animations. Very cool. Ooh, that's a beautiful shot. The coloring in that shot is great.
It is.
Oh my god, are they doing another super long one? I thought that OP was gonna end there and they're doing another verse. Come on, guys.
No, it's good. You'll get used to
yeah,
it.
this part of the song's great, but this is the second time I'm hearing it.
I mean, I'm right. It is weird from an outside perspective. It's very weird.
Oh my gosh. Are they just skipping a lot of stuff, or is he actually destroying ships just by kicking them and punching them? Because they're exploding. Ooh.
It's gonna be one of us. The ship goes because the pirate knows us.
Whoa! Oh, great rap breakdown.
It's so funny seeing my first time ever seeing that rap. And obviously, if you've watched my reactions on this channel of any of the episodes that had this OP in it, I did that rap. Once I learned that rap and then did it every time. And that was fun. And it's funny seeing my first reaction to it. I was blown away by it.
Breakdown in this 12-minute song. Awesome.
That's a good
It's
joke.
a very good 9th chorus. Okay, how long was that one?
It's a very good 9th chorus. I mean, look, guys, I'm funny. Like that's a good joke.
Let's see. Jungle P started at 15:26, went to 17:57. That's another 2.5 minute. 2.5 minute OP. Oh my gosh, guys, come on, you guys, you gotta cut that down. You gotta.
See, I also at this time didn't know that they had gotten rid of the endings, which I think also that does change it. Like if you had a 2.5 minute opening and a 1.5 minute ending, that's kind of ridiculous, you know. But since they got rid of it and moved it to the opening, it is actually like that does actually make a bit more sense. So I didn't know that at the time, so I can give myself a little bit. And also, I don't think I'm wrong in this situation when I'm saying that you have to cut it down. I disagree because I like it, but I think I was right in that it is kind of a bad idea, but One Piece openings are so good that it executes it well, so it's fine. Anyway, do I talk about anything else?
Sit through. I mean, I'm sure.
Okay, I know.
2 or 3% of the time. You know, I want to watch as many OPs.
Yeah. I'm talking about the length, so we'll move on to the next one.
We Are again. Did they just remake it again? Let's get into it.
This is a remix of We Are, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so this is a legit remake. This isn't a remaster or anything. Everything's different. So this more reminds me of like Hunter x Hunter changing their OPs constantly, but keeping the departure song, you know?
Even though it sounds like they also redid the song.
Way redid
There
it.
are so many characters. Oh my god. Oh my god. How do you have so many characters? Do they introduce a new one every episode? It's Oda who writes this? Does he lose track of the characters? Like, does he...
How the fuck did I know Oda's name back there, but I didn't know, like, Sanji's? How? What? How did I know that? That's kind of wild to me. Like, it's weird. My knowledge now does not line up with what I thought my knowledge was back then. There's some stuff that I knew back then that I don't know how I knew. And there's some stuff that I really would have thought I don't think I've commented on Sanji or Chopper at all, you know?
Actually, like, forget about most of his characters. Aww.
And no, he doesn't forget about his characters.
I like that character already, that blue-haired girl.
Yay! I liked Vivi at first sight. That makes me so happy to know that I fell in love with her right away. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I like that.
Is this an extended OP as well? Ooh. Wow, look at that.
His
There's
first
some
Blackbeard.
nice visuals here, and with some very cool characters. Who dis?
It's Shanks, dude.
Ooh. I think he was he the one that was wearing the straw hat?
Yes.
Originally? Okay, great. Good ending. I say sarcastically. Was that guy?
I got it. I got it right. I know it's like, well, yeah, it's obvious, but really, you know, there's a lot of stuff to take in these OPs. I think anything that I get right is impressive.
The guy in the red hair, the one who was wearing the straw, like when I pointed out, like, what? He's wearing a straw hat too? Was that the same guy? I really couldn't tell. But I mean, if it is, and he's just like a reoccurring like villain or something, I assume he would be a villain because first of all,
he's neither reoccurring nor a villain. I wish he was reoccurring, but he doesn't fucking occur anywhere.
He looks kind of sinister, but he looks so happy in
No,
the
he
original one if it is the same guy. But you know, he also had a scar. Scars are for villains.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason I said he was sinister, is because I saw there was a scar.
And I feel like if he was like a good guy and sticking around for this long, he would be part of their crew, right? You would think, but I don't know. Taking complete guesses. Nice remake of the song. How long was it? Was that also 2.5?
Okay, I'm just thinking about what I said. Because I'm not going to blame myself for anything that I thought, because, like, how the fuck would I know what One Piece is about? I'm trying to think, how many... Because, I mean, I didn't know that Shanks wasn't really... Like, he doesn't really come back in the show much. I mean, we check up on him sometimes. But it's not like he's a part of... I think I thought he would be, like, a part of the storylines at this time. So, and clearly he's not. He's got his own shit going on. With some notable exceptions, obviously. End of Marineford, big exception. So I guess if I think about it, there aren't that many characters that aren't part of the crew and are also in all of these OPs. But Shanks does come up in all of them. So I can see why I'd think that, you know? Because, yeah, like, there's Buggy, who is not part of the crew, but he's also, I would consider Buggy a villain. So that makes sense. So I think my logic is kind of sound.
It didn't feel it. Okay, One Piece has super long intros.
Okay.
And probably be a worse quality video.
All right, let's go to OP 11.
Let's go on to opening 11 called Share the World. Okay, getting a lullaby. Whoa!
This is one of the
That was
OPs I saw
unexpected.
the least.
Whoa!
Because it wasn't on Crunchyroll.
Oh, yeah. This is awesome!
I liked this
What
one.
is this one? 11? I'm in. It's on the list.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised how much I really
yeah,
liked this
Is
one.
great. Wow. I mean, this just stands out right away, visually and musically.
It does stand out. I'll give me that.
I don't even care if this one's 2.5 minutes. I want to enjoy it. I mean, yeah. Again, this is another type of. Whoa! Look at that guy. This is another type of OP that would get me to watch a show. You know.
It's funny. I know exactly why I'm about to see Afalandra. Did I have any reaction to Afalandra? I doubt it. I doubt I say anything. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I know why I'm having this reaction to it, because it does stand out a lot when you're watching all these OPs back to back. But also, if I was to rank all the OPs, this would be one of the lower ones for me. Like now, when I'm going back to it. So interesting.
There are so many characters.
No,
Oh
I
my
didn't.
God.
I didn't. Avalandra was barely on
I
screen.
recognize her. Nico Robin? It's jumping in my head. Is that
No.
the name of the character?
But
Oh, that guy's
understandable mistake, right? Boa Hancock and Nico Robin, both black-haired with the exact same body type. You can't blame me for that.
an egg.
Boa
This
Hancock
guy's
is just a
literally an egg
stretched
in a
Nico
cake.
Robin.
Oh, nice fight animation here.
Yeah, it is.
Great, except for the end card. Great. Wow. What was that one called again? Change the world or something? No, it wasn't Change the World. It was Share the World. Whoa, yeah. That one, I mean, big tick for that one. I'll give that one 2 ticks on my notepad. That one was great.
Yeah,
I loved
wow.
that style. That felt like a, what band did that feel like? My head is saying Linkin Park, but I don't know if that's necessarily the vibe.
That's what my head said just now when I was thinking, what am I thinking of? I also went, am I thinking of like Linkin Park? But whatever.
And if it was like 98, it's 2009.
I'm still doing math. A lot of this video is
Great,
math.
Really, really good one. That one.
Okay, let's move on to the last OP that I did in this video.
Day means.
Which one is it?
let's,
Is it?
go
It's
on
not
to that. Here we
Marineford
go.
yet, right?
Okay.
Oh no, it's
Whoa,
this.
we're going back to a 90s vibe? Doesn't this feel distinctly 90s to you?
I also didn't
Like
see
a
this one that
shoujo
many
manga
times.
Or anime? Yeah, it feels very shoujo-esque to me. Suddenly. Not that I don't like it. I do like it. It's
Yeah,
cute.
I do like this one.
That's a big dog. That's a big dog that is designed like a small dog. What is going on in this OP? Is this a dream?
It is still weird looking at the OP
What?
now.
What is it? What are you looking at? There are so many characters to react to. What is this? A tree? No. Oh, they're on top of a turtle. Okay. So they're having a picnic on a turtle. Oh my gosh, that's either a big bird or a small guy. Nice. Oh, yeah, okay, I was gonna say, that was a short one, but nope. They're doing a second verse.
I remember
Man,
this.
this looks like a villain, for sure.
It isn't a villain. I remember this because I think I remember when I actually watched that OP and I said that I'd remembered saying that, like remembered seeing that shot. That shot of Ace being like carried up, that stuck with me. This shot right here, like really stuck with me. So, it is interesting that I said he looks like a villain. And then I think I remember someone commenting at some point going like, why did you think that was a villain? I mean, he's like he's being, he's being chained up and like someone's trying to save him or something, like it was a comment that was like, well, of course he's a hero. They've jailed him. But I was like, to be fair, jail is where villains go. Like that's a very natural assumption to make. And Ace being chained up and having like a big tattoo on his back, it does actually look villainous. We don't realize it now, because we love Ace and we care about him and we know what his struggles were, but
They're doing a second verse.
it does make
Man,
sense.
this looks like a villain, for sure.
And he's sort of like this dark
Feels like
lighting.
they're trying to put 2 arcs worth of OP into one OP. Does that make sense? Whoa!
There is
Okay,
actually
that's
kind
weird.
of.
Okay, here's this guy again. Is he a villain or is he being saved? Are they saving him?
Oh, nice.
I actually saw some legit story in there toward the end. They're at least making this end card move now. An improvement a little bit. Yeah, that one gave me the most distinct, like, I feel like this is a prison break arc. And
yeah.
he's in prison and they're trying to get him out.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me from the OP.
Nice.
But I don't know, because he could also be a villain that they're fighting up against. But he seemed like he was being escorted down there. So yeah, he's probably some sort of guy that they're trying to break out. But he kind of, I don't know, he kind of looks sinister to me. Decent little song, you know, not too bad. It was distinctly classic anime type sound.
Okay. I mean, there's only a minute left on this video. I'm gonna be doing an outro and stuff in that. So those are the 12 openings. That was a very interesting experience. Seeing my own reactions to all of that stuff was, I mean, it was strange. It is strange doing a reaction video to my reaction videos. Like, it does feel weird. I don't know how it's gonna be for you guys, how it's gonna look in the edit, especially since my voice is coming through on the video and it's coming through on the video, you know. But it's very interesting. I really didn't know much about the show, but then I also knew stuff I didn't realize that I know. I made some good, decent predictions in there. It must have been the second video that I called her mommy in or something. Because I distinctly remember at some point calling her mommy, and then people being like, "What do you mean mommy? Don't you mean Nami?" Because I was thinking of there's a character Mami in Rent a Girlfriend, and then I got her name stuck in my head, I think. But yeah, that was fun. That was cool. It's interesting that, like, some of my opinions, some of the things immediately I lined up with my own thoughts on, you know, and then other times I completely disagreed. Well, not completely disagreed with myself, but I mildly disagreed with myself. But overall, I don't think I said anything that I thought, like, that's completely wrong, you know, like, other than predictions. But I didn't say anything that I was like, oh, that's blasphemous to think now. Because even the stuff that I disagree with, like the fact that the OPs are too long, the 2.5 minutes, even though I disagree with myself on that now, I also completely get why I said that, and I think I was right to have that initial reaction to it. But yeah, anyway, that was me reacting to the One Piece openings 1 to 12. Thank you for joining me, or reacting to my reactions to them. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction of different videos. Not of this video. This will just be full-length on my YouTube channel. But for other stuff, go check that out. And you can also get the next 20 or so episodes of One Piece on my Patreon account right now in full length, and you can get the next 2 edited videos if you join my pirate crew down below. Join the YouTube membership, and that'll get you extra stuff as well. But thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.